Hi, a Rosie math teacher coming at you from my second period, grade 7 math class. Today we're working on lesson 5-2, textbook page 19. Everyone in my classroom is open to this page, and we are simply going to start with item number 1. I am going to help you guys get set up for success so that you very likely can finish this lesson in only one day. You got this, guys. Number 1, Easton went to a concert with some of his friends. Have you ever been to a concert with some friends? No? Oh, how sad. It is so much fun. I hope you get to try it someday soon. The tickets cost $29.50 each. Guys, go ahead and underline $29.50 each. What is it that costs $29.50 each? The tickets. And they spent a total of $15 on parking. Guys, shall we underline $15 on parking? The total amount spent was $133. Is that important as well? Yes, it is. Please underline total amount spent was $133. Now they tell us what we need to find. The question says, determine how many people went to the concert. Because remember at the beginning, all they told us was Easton went with some of his friends. Does that give us a numerical value? No. But what do we know? Easton for sure went, right? So that's 1. And the use of the word some, does that mean he only took one friend or more than one friend? More than one friend. Great job understanding words from the English language. So it's Easton and more than one friend. So it could be Easton plus 2 friends. It could be Easton plus 3 friends. And guys, don't forget about Easton, right? Okay, so if Easton went with 2 friends, how many would that be? If Easton went with 3 friends, how many would that be total? 4. So understand you're going to include him. But when we are working 2-step equations and setting them up for a word problem, please know this. They are always going to give you an amount. And guys, at the top of your page, I want you to write the format that looks like this. They're going to give you an amount that is a one-time amount. I want you to just write the number symbol. The number symbol. Somewhere, they are very likely going to give you a one-time fee, a one-time cost, or a one-time amount. So you're always watching for that. Then they are very likely going to give you a plus or minus of an amount that happens repeatedly. And it will have a variable occurring with it. And then they will also give you an amount that is called the T-O-T-A-L. What's it spell? Total. You got it. So what are we looking for in our problem? And guys, I will tell you this. It's okay if you choose to put this amount first, or you can choose to put this amount first. I don't mind either one. Now, do you happen to remember the vocabulary word that represents a number that stands alone? What is it? Say it if you do know. Constant. Oh my gosh, bringing joy to this teacher's heart. Everybody, please label that again with the word constant. When I come around to look at your work evidence, will I expect to see what I've written at the top here? Yes, I will. And then who remembers what we are writing for number with a variable beside it? Number with a variable beside it. What do we call the number? High fives. Yes, awesome. I actually have some people that are doing the work and doing the learning. Everybody, please label it again, coefficient. And then what do we call the letter? The letter here is giving you a hint. It starts with a V. What's the word? Variable. Class, please label these pieces. So within our problem, we're looking for a one-time fee. That's the constant. Then we're looking for a repeated amount. That's the coefficient with variable. Here we go. Easton went to a concert with some of his friends. The tickets cost $29.50 each. So is $29.50 a one-time amount or a repeating amount? Repeating amount. So where are we going to write it? In place of number with variable. Let's start it that way since that happened first. What is the number? Say it. Everybody write 29.50. And then let's make the variable t to represent, I'm sorry, not t. We're going to use the variable, what did they say? How many people? We're going to call it p. Or they might call it x. Either one, it doesn't matter. 29.50 p. What is p going to represent for us in a moment? number of people, because that's what they are asking for. I have a gentleman at the back who's got his head in his hands. I need his head up, please. listening and following along. 29.50P. And then, guys, are we going to add to their total the amount they spent on parking? Yes. Now, that's the amount they spent on parking. Do you think they had to park for each person repeatedly? No. Didn't they all go in a car together, probably? So how many times do they pay the parking amount? Oh, it's a one-time fee, a one-time amount. So first of all, am I adding it to their total bill or subtracting it? Adding. Please put an addition symbol. And then what amount am I adding to this total bill? $15. Please write plus 15. And then somewhere in this problem, do they give you the total amount of money that was spent? Say it, class. 133. Please write it after that equal sign. 133. Now we're ready for our two-step equation. I don't know if you saw the video I did from last Friday. I started to teach my kids my two-step equation song. So wait, you get the joy of hearing me sing today. I know it's not as beautiful as Adele, but I try. Try two-step equations, don't give up. It'll go easy on you, students. Go to the variable side, meaning the variable side of the equation. Everybody circle that now. Exactly what I just circled. And find the constant there. Circle the constant. What is it, class? 15. And do the inverse operation. What is the inverse of add? Subtract. Please put minus 15. And the next line goes like this. Do that on both sides, meaning both sides of the equal sign. So include your equal sign, and underneath 133, write minus what? 15. Minus 15. For now, we're not using calculators. Let's do it together. Can I do 3 take away 5? No. Cross out the 3, make it a 2. And the 3 here becomes 13. What is 13 take away 5? 8 is correct. What is 2 take away 1? 1 is correct. What is 1 take away nothing? 1. Do we understand how I got an amount on the right side of the equation of 118? Yes. Now go back to the beginning. Have I done anything yet to 29.50? P? No, I have not. Please recopy that so that it lines up with my 118. So 29.50P equals 118. Now, did you notice I did not copy my plus or minus 15? Why did I not copy plus 15 minus 15? Because it zeroes out. It cancels out. So please scribble it out so your brain doesn't accidentally recopy it when you no longer need it. All right, here we go. 29.50P equaling 118. Go to the variable side. This time find the variable. What is the variable, class? P. What is happening to the variable? It is being what by 29.5? Multiplied. Do you guys remember that when you cannot see a symbol, it is a multiplication symbol that belongs there? Do you recall this? Yes. All right. And do the inverse operation. What is the inverse of multiply? Divide. Multiply, divide. All right, so please put a divide by line underneath 29.50P and write the same number that you see. 29.50. Do this on both sides. Underneath 118, after the equal sign, also write divide by, and hold on, not beside the equal sign. We want to leave room for our new amount, but we're going to do 118 divided by what, class? 29.50. When you do something on the left side, you have knocked the equation out of balance. So you must do that same thing on the right side to bring it all back into balance. Are you following that thought? Okay, so on the right, I am now going to do 118 divided by 29.5. I will save you guys a little time at this moment. This one we will do together. And so I do 118 divide by what? Say it again. 29.50, and I get, does anybody know what I get? It's a whole number. Who's got a guess?
1.
It's not 1.
3.
You're close. It is 4. Everybody right? P equals what?
4.
4. So what do we now know? 4 people went. So how many friends did he bring with him? 3. There was Easton plus 3 friends for a total of 4. Do you understand how we got this for item number 3? All right, we're going to continue. I'm sorry, not item number 3. It was item number 1. Okay, we'll work on that online later. For now, I want everyone in this room to continue with me to item number 2. Everybody go to number 2. Ishi bought a $6.95 canvas and 8 tubes of paint. Underline the important things, guys. Look up to see, did you underline in a similar fashion to me? She spent a total of $24.95 on the canvas and the paints. Determine the cost of each tube of paint. Are you noticing that every time we set up a two-step equation, the question they're asking you is needing you to find the value of your variable? Are you realizing this? Okay, so let's set up our equation. First of all, what is $6.95? Is this a constant because it's a one-time fee? Or is this a coefficient with variable because it's a repeating fee? Which one is it? Say it if you know. I love that answer. Everybody please write 6.95. It is the beginning of our number story. We are adding up all the things that Ishi is buying. And then it says she bought 8 tubes of paint. Now, are we adding up everything to get to the total of her bill? Yes or no? Yes, so put an addition symbol. Then what amount or what number of tubes of paint is she buying? 8. So if I am writing X for my variable, what will I write next? Please say it. 8X. I love that answer. Equals, hey, did they give me the total somewhere that she's going to spend on all of this? Yes, they did. What is the total amount of money? $24.95. Everyone in this room should have written $24.95. Now, we're going to work through this one together, but I'm not going to give you the answers along the way. I'm going to ask you to do that on your own. But let's talk about it first. Go to the variable side and find the constant there. Circle the variable side, everything to the left of the equal sign. And find the constant there. Circle the constant. Did you circle 6.95? Excellent job. The one-time fee, 6.95. And do the inverse operation. Where do I find what operation is 6.95? Do I find it from in front of 6.95 or do I find it after 6.95? Please say it, class.
After.
Nope, in front of. Always in front of. Always in front of. It is indicated by whether or not this has a negative symbol. If there's no symbol, it means that amount is a what amount? Positive amount. If it is a positive amount, then it means it was being added, and we're going to undo it by what? Do the inverse operation. So what is the inverse of plus 6.95? Please write this on your work evidence. Minus 6.95. Everyone write minus 6.95. Sorry about that. And then do this on both sides. So on the other side, minus 6.95. In a moment, I will let you use your online calculator, so you don't have to solve that right now. But leave yourself an answer box where you will write that amount in a moment. Now, on the left, do I need to copy anything about my 6.95s? No. Permission to what? Cross them out. Please cross them out. Now, my next amount, is it a positive amount or a negative? Positive. So I'm just going to copy what down below? 8x. I love the participation with some of my students. Thank you. Equaling whatever number you got there just a moment ago. I'm not giving that to you. If you know what it is, you can write it in there. But I'm not going to give it to you. Whatever number you got when you subtracted. You will now say, go to the variable side and find the variable. What is the variable? X. What is happening to X? It is being multiplied by what?
8.
By 8. It's always what is happening to the X. Being multiplied by 8. What is the inverse operation of multiply? Divide. So we will put a divide by bar, and what number goes underneath that divide by bar? 8. Do this on both sides. Draw the divide by line. And what number also goes underneath this divide by line? 8. So in a moment, when you open your online calculator, you could, if you needed to, type 8 divided by 8, but what would that give you guys? A giant 1. Do we need to write 1 in front of an x in math? No, we just write x equals, and then whatever number you had here divided by 8 would give you your value here. Are you understanding how to set these up for success and get these answers correct? You are free to do your homework. I hope this video helps.